I get asked this all the time, and quite frankly, it's on my mind all the time. We know that Cathie has this theory that she roughly takes, which is to not have more than 10% of any of the funds in one stock.
Not a theory.
It's not, I looked it up. It's not in the, what do you want to call it? It's not in the,
Not in the law.
it's not in her law. It's not in her rules. So it is something that she's imposing on it. But
Well, they imposed it upon themselves right at the outset.
right. So my question, Larry, is even given that, if you, from your standpoint, and you're just helping me and maybe others try to understand it, she has more of a insight into the future of the stock. She has more of I'm sure she's just 100% confident. Her confidence level in the stock is probably greater than yours or mine.
Yeah.
Confidence level in Elon, confidence level in robotaxi happening. She hasn't given us any numbers on Optimus yet, but her confidence level in robotaxi, they've done all the work. If your confidence level is that high, why wouldn't you change your policy and say, let this baby ride along a Ron Barron's kind of approach as opposed to the Cathie Wood?
Ron Barron is no different. He also cut back on Tesla when
Oh, did he? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Ron Barron sold Tesla about 2 years ago
Oh,
to reduce Tesla, the exposure of the fund, the Founders Fund to, not Founders Fund, what does he call it? Partners Fund. Partners Fund to less than, at that time it was over 20%, and he cut it back to, I think it was 17%. Look, why be a fund? Why not just invest in Tesla and be done? She has a very high level of confidence in the counters that she's invested in. I don't agree with all of them,
right.
but that's fair. I mean, it's hardly likely that I would agree with anybody in their choice on a given thesis.
Right.
Yes,
Every once in a while, you don't agree with me.
it's been known. It's been known. So it's a fund.
Yeah.
And she set the internal expectations that she won't exceed this percentage of a particular counter because she wants to run a fund. Look, there are reasons to disperse the risk somewhat. Elon is a human being. Anything can happen to him. He could have a heart attack tomorrow, God forbid, but it could happen. And then the question is, what happens to Tesla? So what happens to SpaceX? So, you have to temper. If you're running a fund, you're running a fund.
Yeah.
If you want to invest directly in Tesla stock and just buy a share of Tesla stock, buy the stock. No, what she is selling is her vision on innovation. And she's based that innovation of 5 platforms, of which Tesla supports at least 2, but certainly 1. And so she spread her risk across those 5. So that's how she operates. And I think it's a very good operation. I don't have a lot of stock in her fund, but for the children and for my grandchildren, I do.
Yeah, I have a small amount as well. I'm a great fan, of course, of for some reason I have her in the same little box in my mind as Tony Seba, the two of them as kind of these visionaries who have gotten it right over and over again. Yeah.
And the other thing I will say is that not just as she supports or invests in Elon, she invests in another set of unique people and companies, and you're going to see breakouts from many of those companies. Not all of them, of course. She's making a broad range of bets, which is the whole point of a fund.
Right.
And you only need a breakout by look what just one company has done in terms of breakouts. So if she gets, a third of a company's breakout or 40% of a company's breakout, my goodness, it's going to be awfully good.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got a team, of incredible people.
If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look, or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.